How's it going, guys? And I thought I had to make a little video here about something what I've noticed with a lot of people when it comes to music. Now, did a video years back called Metalheads Suck, and I talked about this when I reviewed Mainstream Sellout here on this channel a few videos back with Machine Gun Kelly. And this is the thing what needs to be said here about all these music snobs, people on different channels, and not to come at the guy, but you have the dude over on The Needle Drop, and there's so many other channels where I've tried watching music reviews for people, album reviews, and they're just the most snobbish people on the planet, without a doubt. I mean, these people are just ridiculous in every sense of the word when it comes to analyzing albums, analyzing music, and it's so biased, and it's not even factual what most of these people say in relation to the music that they're reviewing. And you could go through countless albums, and people would review these albums, and it's almost like they're not telling the truth about them. I've seen it time and time again, like Kid Rock's new album, Bad Reputation. I forget the name of the user, but puts out a review, talks about how he thinks people are conning, that he's conning people with the lyrical content of his music because it happens to be patriotic. It's so stupid. We're not even talking about the content of the music of the songs, but because you don't like someone politically, this is the opinion you're putting out on their album. Honestly, look, I don't like Rage Against the Machine's lyrical content. I don't agree with what they have to say. Also, Machine Head, some really stupid ass political views from those guys. But are they good musicians? Yeah, as a matter of fact, they're excellent musicians. Are they hypocritical musicians at the same time? Yes, it can be said for so many people. Just because, you disagree with the politics of a certain band, and that also comes across to my next point, is this new album from Machine Gun Kelly, Mainstream Sellout. It's a good album. If you like pop punk, it's a good album. If you like hip hop and different fused styles of music and experimentation, in rock and punk, it's a good album. So was Tickets to My Downfall, is a good album. And it's so funny, you have people like The Needle Drop, and I'm pretty much putting this guy at the top of my list of when it comes to putting out terrible reviews, because I have seen this guy's reviews numerous times. I've seen him review a Limp Bizkit album. I've seen him review Go Cobra. It's a big joke to him. He makes a meme video. Then Tickets to My Downfall comes out from MGK, and it's a meme video. And here I tried, and I was started to watch MGK, his review of MGK's new album, and he starts out by saying that the album, it has no energy, no soul to it. Meanwhile, this guy is putting out some of the most heartfelt performances, and you could tell in the music he puts out how much energy. They're super fun songs, and they have a lot of drive to them, and they have energy. If you're listening to this album and you're saying there's no energy, I don't know what it is. Is it because it's mainstream, it's automatically bad? Because there's a lot of mainstream rock bands. I mean, Korn is mainstream, are they bad? Slipknot is mainstream, are they bad? I mean, how many people are you going to say that Billy Corgan, the Smashing Pumpkins, they're mainstream, are they bad? I mean, Elton John was mainstream, Billy Joel was mainstream, the Rolling Stones were mainstream, the Beatles were mainstream. Are they bad? Yeah, I guess they're all bad because they're mainstream. I am so sick and tired. If someone wants to like an artist or a song or an album, they're vilified and said that they have no musical taste. Somewhere, along the way, we forgot that musical taste is completely subjective and people like certain genres, and that's absolutely fine. If someone doesn't like a certain genre, they should just say so. If they don't like pop punk, then they should just say so. If they don't like nu metal, then they should just say so. I'm so sick and tired of people coming on YouTube and putting out reviews about shit that they don't even like. You know, because their audience is snobs just like they are. Like, you know, and acting like their shit don't stink and putting out these reviews. Oh, you know, I have to put out a bad review about the MGK album because look at MGK. Look at the way the guy dresses. Look at the way how he acted, having beefs with rappers and stuff like that. You know, I'm not here to take sides. You know, in rapper beef, you know, if you think Eminem is a great person and just because he won that beef and, you know, he drove MGK out of the rap game, and it was even willingly, you know, MGK could have still hung around and rap, and he still raps and he still has other rappers. He still had Lil Wayne on his album, so that still accounts for something. You know, Eminem, I'm sorry, I've said this about him for a while. To me, you know, is the guy still popular? I guess, but he's washed up. I mean, honestly, I've not enjoyed this guy's music in many a year. Has he put out a lot of good music? Yes. But somewhere along the way, you want to talk about someone who's lacked passion. But no, there's still tons of people saying Eminem is a genius, even though it is quite clear you want to talk about energy, you want to talk about passion, that went away long ago. But people still got to praise him because we're told that Eminem is the best rapper alive, right? So we got to praise his albums. We got to promote his albums to the moon, give it perfect 10s. You know, but God forbid someone says something about MGK's album actually being good, that they actually enjoyed it. And the funny thing is, there's no in between ever in any of these reviews. Like you notice when I did my review of the last Asking Alexandria album, I didn't say I absolutely loved it. Do I enjoy their metalcore style better? Yes, but am I going to you know, say that this is a bad album when there's obviously some good musicianship going on and some good vocals? Yes, it's not my preferred style, but I said that, you know, perhaps I was even unfair to the past albums and I gave them other listens and I was very fair. I think that when I do review albums, and I've gotten out of the swing of doing it, but I started doing it more recently, I think I'm more fair than a lot of other reviewers on here. You know, honestly, I watch a lot of these reviews and I don't understand where people are coming from. And it could be a matter of, well, I just happen to really like the album they're reviewing and they hate it so much, but I'm listening to the analysis and it's just a lot of hate with no or zero foundation to it. There's absolutely, it's almost like all the big, when I used to read Rolling Stone magazine, there used to be such bullshit reviews in there. Sometimes the reviews would maybe just be a paragraph for certain albums, like they do little quickies, and it was such nonsense. And they would always talk about it in such a passionless way. You want to talk about having no passion and no energy, like the Needle Drop said about MGK's latest album. You want to talk about not putting any effort into something. You should see some of the reviews that these people put out. And like Rolling Stone pretty much set the table for YouTube music reviews in general, because this is what a lot of people like to do. They like to put out a very generic review with, you know, oh, it was boring, you know, it sucked the soul out of my body, all that nonsense that people always say, and they can't even explain why they don't like it. It's all super generic because they feel that they have to feed their audience, because, oh, if my audience thinks that I like something that, you know, but it has a big segment of the population that dislike it, well, they might not think that I have good taste and they may stop coming to my channel. That's how I've never been, and maybe that's why I don't have as many subs as I can. I've said this about tons of different things we've talked about in here, from wrestling to video games to movies. You know, I've said it. If I praised some of the stuff or hated on some of the stuff that was popular belief, you know, I probably would blow my channel up a lot faster. But I won't do that because I'm not going to make content that has no passion to it. I'm not going to make content that doesn't have feeling to it. I'm not going to have content that doesn't speak to me and my audience on that level of truthfulness and honesty. So, you know, I'm just saying, it's not like I received a lot of hate or anything on that review of why I'm putting this out, by the way, just to put out a disclaimer. I'm just basically saying I am so sick and tired of seeing other reviewers out there putting out total fucking nonsense, and it's all just reviews that really don't have any substance to them at all. And that's really the word that we're looking for here. Zero substance in those reviews from these people, and they're trying to tell you that they're like experts in when it comes to analyzing music, when they have zero idea what they are talking about. If you don't like an album and you have something against an artist or a band or a musician because it has something to do with politics, or you just don't like that person who's making the music, then say so. State that in the review. Say you think they're an idiot, that you think they're a buffoon, that you think that they're a clown, and everything that you're going to say about their album from that point out is going to be biased, and is not going to be a fair assessment of that person's talents. So that's what I feel about it, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. I am so sick and tired of metalheads, you know, hip-hop fans, everybody. This is more encompassing every single person that, you know, claims to enjoy music and be a music fan. You know, if you like that genre, stick with that genre. Listen to that genre. Make love to that genre. Listen to nothing but that, you know, or those artists. So, you know, why purposely go out of your comfort zone just to hate on that shit? It makes no sense. You see, I don't review certain things on this channel because it just doesn't make any sense. Unless it's like a band that I happen to listen to that I like and they make a shitty album, then I will talk about it. But I'm not going to go out of my way, and I'm not going to make different videos on stuff that I don't like. Then I'm like, am I going to put out a review on a Jay-Z album when I know full well I'm not going to enjoy it? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not going to do that. Am I going to review a Beyonce album when I know that I'm going to hate every single song on it? No. So, but there's people out here that will do it because they have a music channel, so they have to review this stuff, and to me, it makes no sense. Those are probably some of the most cringy channels on the planet, that they force themselves to fucking listen to an album that they know full well that they're going to hate because they don't like it, and they have every right to hate it. But it's just that mentality that really pisses me off, and not even giving stuff a chance. It's, you know, it's a very complicated thing. It's just something that really irks me to no end, especially when it's so widespread here on YouTube. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. And if you've made it this far, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell so you get all notifications when I post all my new videos. I want to thank all my patrons for your continued support. Thanks again, guys. I will see you next time.